Once you dig out the whole outside edge of it, and it's all, and you got your pillars in, and there we went. See, that was what I was kind of worried about. All right. Hello everyone, this is Fallen Dice, and welcome to my Rebirth playthrough of 7 Days to Die, The Purge. And a couple days have gone by, so I record 2 episodes at a time, and about 5 or 6 minutes into the first episode that I was recording, I ended up having like a really bad sneezing thing, and I had muted my mic because it was loud. And I thought I hit the unmute back again, but unfortunately I didn't. So pretty much 2 days worth of footage is just silent. You can hear the audio for the game, but nothing from me. So I'm going to kind of walk through and show, I guess, what I did over those 2 episodes and what I found. And I'll try to maybe put in some of the scenes over there, and I'll kind of talk over them as far as what I did. So I'm going to do kind of both-ish. I'm going to walk through and kind of talk over it, and what I might just do is just over those areas where I'm talking about it, we'll just add in the footage of that so you can kind of see what we're talking about. Yeah, it's unfortunate though, because we got up to 42.1% on the purges. We completed the areas down here. We got all the stuff for a helicopter, flew all the way down to here, landed over here, I think. Nope, this is where we started. I don't know why I started down there. I wanted to make a loop going around. But we did this area here. Oh, here. Never mind. Yeah, that's where we're going next. So this is just some footage of me going through the POIs. A lot of them were the basic generic, we've done a million times before. Definitely saw a bit more, I think, of the rebirths into the tainted and the higher ranked zombies. Almost everything was irradiated. Going through, I didn't get very good loot. Just kind of is what it is. Nothing new, no replacement for armor or anything like that. Just making progress as we're going through. I did have one interesting thing. I had another one of those infinite life zombies, like Porcupine, that she took forever to take down. And again, not much as a reward for it. You can kind of see where I was going through. I was just finishing up the town. I didn't have a lot. I think the crypt might have been my very last one I had to do. I thought I knew this one pretty good from, kind of going through before, which it was all right. But again, none of these were new. It seems like so far all of the POIs that we've had to do for purges in the Wasteland have kind of been the regular ones you're kind of used to seeing. I mean, nothing fancy, but we made progress. And again, we have some more changes. Okay, so that was our purging. I also spent some, trying not to show everything yet. I also spent some time in our mine, which is actually where I'm probably going to be heading. So, like I said, we'll fit in a bit of today's episode into there. I was cooking some ammo, and I think I was also making some ammo in one of these, unless I already grabbed them. I also remembered the fact, 2 things. I remembered that I had found that tier 6 impact driver, and so I updated that. And then it finally happened. I was wrenching cars out front so that I was missing headlights and not even a vehicle starter. Because I took the parts out of the Warthog, put them into the helo so that I could fly down to here. Cop car over here, I'm wrenching it, open it up, and sure enough, yep, there it is. We finally got our crowbar. Tier 6 crowbar. Unfortunately, you can't hear me because I was ecstatic. I was thrilled. I was over the moon. I was very excited. I was very happy. So that's the first thing I got to do now is I need to get more wood. Because if you look up here, I've got 94 cubes, 1 plank. That's all the wood I have left. So before we go out there, so I need to do 2 things. I think I'm also out pretty much now. I have 12 lead, 4,053 brass, but I just got done taking down a bunch of doorknobs. And then over here, I am crafting a ton of bulletproof glass. So basically, this is how I'm doing my window. So let's show a few things here before we move on. Actually, we got to go down. Again, we made a ton of progress, a lot of progress. So after I'm done with this kind of walking through and showing what I did, I'm going to go do some more tree chopping and some more mining. So you can kind of see over here, I basically had kind of clear cut the forest, and I've upgraded all these blocks all the way around. I got to break that on the other side. So this is twofold. So you can see on the inside, on those corners, that's where the bulletproof glass is on that wedge. And then on the outside wedge is this, which is the cobblestone variable shape in the window ramp, 2-sided full. So I put the bulletproof glass in so that any spitting the zombies do is going to hit that. And then I put these over the top of it. So I think it actually looks pretty cool for the corners. For the flat areas, I think I need to put the shape things on the outside, because again, I still want to be able to build up against these walls. I can build up against parts of the corner, but parts of this is taken up with that. We did the roof over here, so again, I have those 2 areas. And then up top is where we're going to be putting our crops. So I put a door here so we go straight out from our crafting area, which again is right here above. Yeah, see? So what we talked about, because I am inside here with these solid blocks, they can't see me. So he didn't even know I was here. He was just kind of wandering out up there, so which is amazing. Okay, so we put in a 3-high wall all the way across here. Again, these are full blocks all the way around. So again, our vision is covered, and that leaves us room to put our farm plot blocks down and still have that 2-high wall. And then the last thing we were trying to figure out is what do we do with this big old friggin' square in the middle? The conversation I'm having here is like, I don't want to do the same thing. I don't want to just have like the little arch thing coming up and having it kind of, look pretty. I didn't mind the arch and everything, but I was like, let me try something different. So I, ended up on this, and I'm like, okay, don't judge it yet. I'm still cooking. Let me see. There's got to be a way to kind of tie this in, just because, again, I didn't want the same thing. So I'm like, okay, well, let's try the arch, see how that looks with there. And as soon as I laid it down, I'm like, that, I couldn't have done that better if I tried. Like, it completely matches what we've been trying to do here, and it completely gets rid of my box. So I was ecstatic. The little archer sights. Tell me that does not look like the top of a medieval castle now. Again, I think it looks friggin' awesome. But what it also did is it gave me a 2-high wall all the way around here. So if I have to come up here to look at my power for anything, I am still protected from the zombies from seeing me. And you can kind of see how we did that. We put the 2-high wall and then the arch out the outside, and then put the these little arrow slots in the middle. And then on the corners, it's just 1/4 centered. So I think that looks amazing. That looks fantastic. We're pretty much down to the point now where we are going to need to paint. We can harvest our crops over there, which I'm pretty sure are done. They're completely ready to harvest. So I will do a harvest, scoop up all the blocks, come out here and lay them out. So the way we kind of did this, I can actually put them all in like a similar distance. I will figure out exactly how I want to do it as I lay it out, how many blocks long it is, so I know how many of each seed I want to do. We'll work on something. Okay, ammo. I have a little bit of extra ammo left right now, so basically See that one right there? 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 12,000. Guess who forgot he could take all of the ammo he doesn't want to use to Briston and trade it in for whatever he wants. So I traded all my Magnum 7.62 not armor piercing, just regular, and then all my shotgun shells. And I converted them into 9mm. So we have a good amount that we can now utilize. I think I could make more. I'm gonna need more lead now. That's what's happening. So that's what we're about to do. I need to mine and I need to chop trees down. So I think that's a pretty decent amount of time going over what we've already did. I think that covers just about everything. As I get more of these armor piercing blocks, I may not need to do anything on these ones. Because if I wasn't mistaken, when I was looking at the windows, if was it back on here? I just need to find, I think it was these maybe? I was looking for, give me a sec. I figured something out that looked really cool. And actually, it was exactly what we did on the other side. I just need to do that. Yeah, I think it was just this. So I could basically come over here. Yeah, by putting it like this, it still gave the appearance that it was the entire window filled up, even though... Okay, stop with that. Even though it wasn't the whole window. So... Cool. So now if you kind of look through here, it looks like it's the full window, even though it really isn't. So I think that's kind of cool. What we may end up doing for these ones is just taking, again, the 2 wide, but not the angled. I know it's right here. There we go. And if we run it up like this, again, it's going to look like it's taken up the entirety of the window, even though it isn't, but I can still put things against the wall. And then if I really feel like it, I could always come out and put just a glass sheet or something over there or something. I don't think. The only issue is if I'm going to get spit at from over here. If I do, they are going to break the glass. This was the part where I was most worried about them coming up the ramp, so I wanted to make sure I was bulletproof there. I do have a bit of bulletproof, so we can decide when we get to that point. So we are almost feature complete on this part of everything. I may come back and because I can still put the this is where we have the bulletproof in the corners, and I like that because on the corners you really can't put anything anyway. So I don't think I'm going to be trying to line anything up along the edges, so I'm okay with that sticking up. But on these ones, I absolutely do care. So what I may end up having to do is on the back side of these put up just a plate of bulletproof. So again, we'll see on that one. Okay, well, let me get these put away. Actually, no, this is my wood block, so I can keep those. All right. First off, I am going to... We are going to do a little bit of purging. I don't want to get too far, though, because I made up 2 days of purging. I did a whole lot of stuff. And we're at 40. We only have 33% left to do. And we're done. So I'm kind of apprehensive to go too far and then be stuck. So we don't have a lot of time left because I can easily do 10% in one day. So I'm literally, we could be done in 3 episodes. Purge-wise. Completely done, cleared out 75% of all biomes. I also want to be able to go down to the mining session, and I think I was making a bunch of arrows too because I am down to like 70 crossbow bolts. So I was making veins. I haven't made the crossbow bolts yet. So when we go back, I got to remember I've got like enough to make 1,000 crossbow bolts, I believe. And again, the whole purpose for what we're doing here right now, yes, I need wood. But I'm doing it like this because I'm clearing out everywhere around the base. I want a very cleared sightline so I can really see what's coming. I probably should get rid of that little playground that's over there. Not that I'm worried about it really stopping the zombies, but, you know, because hopefully they'll go around it. If not, they'll break it down. But I'd rather have everything so I can see from a distance. If I need to, I can... Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should make a second sniper rifle. Because I have the gun parts. And put a big, long scope on that one. Because right now... I've got this because I'm better firing from the hip with that scope than I am with a regular one. It's just like the time slowdown or the mouse sensitivity slowdown on that. It's hard for me to move it, and so I just end up following them but not hitting them. So maybe I'll make a second sniper rifle, put a different colored dye in it. Can I still put dyes in these things? Yes, cosmetics. So I could put in like a red thing or something. I want something that shows which one it is. Although, yeah, I'll probably be able to tell it's got a... Actually, I don't know. I don't know if you can actually see in the not thumbnail, but in the thing they show whether it is a scope or not. If not, the color, the cosmetic dye, I think will work perfectly. It's already black, though, which I normally, my color to change things to is black, but it's already black. I doubt that'll do very much. Okay, I really like this cleared area. It's possible we might decide to, at some point, go through and hit up all these coal around there as well. Because it does kind of... Damn. How many logs do we got? That gave me 412. Okay. If I hit these give me the scrap wood. I can make wood boxes out of the scraps. Also, that's another thing too. Okay, I forgot. I really need to. I keep finding holes in the ground. I think it's from things blowing up. So, I think. Let me go get the wood going first. I need to put it in the sawmill. I need to get the slabs. That's a very convoluted way for me to get up now. Okay, I need slabs going. So this will give me another 2,600, which should be enough to get me through to the end game, I'm hoping. Alright, I'm going to clear all this wood debris out to a certain distance, and then I'm going to take my auger, and I'm going to dig up the ground around here to a certain distance out so I can solidify the ground over here. So I don't have to worry about... Actually, you know what? I was just in there, and I didn't start my crossbow bolts. So let's go in there, and let's do that real fast. So... Right now, this is very much going to be a home buildy episode because I really need to. I just got to find which one had the veins. Oh, that's right. Veins have to be made. When did you die? Okay. Yep. I might as well pick you up too because I keep forgetting to put that back into Droney. Where is Droney? There you are.
Great to see you, Master.
Okay, there we go. Cool, cool. Alright, so one of these has my veins. There we go. So now I should be able to... Steel crossbow bolt. 454. Okay. Alright, so I have 79 blocks, and I've got another 300 something being made, and I will be able to upgrade those, but let's clear out the riprap real fast. You can see over here, that's mostly where I'm really concerned with getting this taken care of. But I want it symmetrical. So we're going to basically clear a path of this, basically to this width over here, all the way. Even though the blocks won't go all the way down, but again, I would like this to actually look a little bit better. At some point, I might go even further out. I don't know. Probably not, because we are again, we're getting so close to the end of the series. There's a lot of things that if this was a long-term series, yeah, I might actually do. Okay, good. In fact, if you want to see what I would do in a long-term series, the my Darkness Falls stream that I'm doing on Twitch right now, I've pretty much settled on my final base area, my horde base area, and I'm actually going to be fighting out of the Crack-a-Book. So we're getting a tier 5 in the snow biome. Got it set up inside. I got a really, I think I have a really cool idea design. So Monday, first thing, we start off right there on day 28. So it'll be the day 28 horde. So we get a chance to see whether or not my idea actually holds weight, because I've pretty much gotten screwed every single horde almost with just them finding ways that I wasn't anticipating, and then me spending the rest of the horde night trying to just tread water. So I'm hoping this one turns out a bit better. Dude, you guys, you are just non-stop. Holy cow. Talk about attention horse. And they just want it non-stop. Alright. I still got to clear out the inside. Thing is, I'm getting more of this kind of wood that I can turn around. I can go back and I can make a few more building blocks out of this once I'm done. I'll go back and grab the ones I have. And then I just got to use the auger pretty quick and we'll dig up the area. Again, I'm just trying to make some progress here. And I'm holding off as much as I can on doing too much, at least for this episode, of purging. Just because I did so much over the last 2 episodes that if I went out there crazy right now, we would be at the end game. And I'm not ready to be there yet. I haven't even put walls up inside my living area up there. I got exterior walls and that's it. And then I've got to paint. Although I might decide to paint the walls, the outside walls first, before I get all the other stuff taken care of. So we'll see about that. But yeah, no, I definitely would like to invite you guys to come out and check out those Darkness Falls streams. They're pretty fun. Basically, it's on my Twitch, which I have linked below. And I stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. So basically 7 to midnight on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. And then Wednesday when I play with Renevo, that's 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock. And again, all times are PST, Pacific Standard. But yeah, if you guys wanted to come out, I would love to have you guys chat me up, ask me questions, give me advice, razz me for silliness, whatever you guys want. You're definitely invited to come out and spend some time. Okay, almost done with this. Okay, perfect. Alright, and then I think as far as this, we're going to go, I'd say 1 block out. Or is this 2 blocks out? It might be 2 blocks out. Nope, it's 1 block. Perfect. 1 block out from the foot of all these support beams. And I'm going to run this all the way across here to probably about where that sand starts. Yeah, we'll go 1 more. Break you guys. Once I got the outside figured out, then that should be pretty easy too. And I think I'll probably leave this there for now because I don't want to interrupt it yet. I do need to make a new one though. I think I might have gone one too far. I'll probably have to make... I got some dirt blocks I think inside that I can use. So I'll take those dirt blocks that I have and I'll use that to fill in the divots, as we like to call them. Alright, now I just need to take this all the way. The road is just fine. I am okay with the road. I just want it solid blocks all the way across. Okay, we are out of gas. And I don't know how much more I have. I made what little I have, so... This is kind of what's about to happen, is we are about to have to take a trip. Why are you still burning? Okay. You're making those, which I need. think that's all I've got. So, other than taking from the helicopter, I don't know how much I have there. 56%. So if I siphon and then refuel to 40%, that gives me a decent amount. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to finish this part here. And what I may end up doing is I may stop right here because I don't think I have enough blocks yet to complete this. And what I also want to do, and let's see, let's go up. I want to go to the winter biome and the desert biome. Got two things I got to do. Yeah, I don't think there was any more. Screamers. Alright, we're out. It handles them just fine. It's expensive. Like the amount of ammo I gotta spend if they see me and get a scream. Okay. So desert is there, snow is there. So I would rather go to the snow first. So I need to go to Trader Hugh. Okay. And I should be able to make that through without going into the wasteland. Alright. And the reason I want to do that first is whatever time we have left, we're going to be mining over in the desert because I need oil shale. I am critically low on fuel right now. So the reason we're going to the winter biome is... And we're not. I didn't bring my heads. I also didn't bring any fuel. Or I mean any cash. Alright. So we're not going to go buy anything as much as I would like to. We're just going to go mine. Alright, let's just take a bunch of vitamins. I did not bring the immunity thing for it. I didn't bring a ton of stuff. Losing the footage on that... losing the audio on that footage is really unfortunate. It sucks. So, alright, I've got almost an hour of actual time to go through there. Okay, and we're right on the edge, so let's just see if we can get lucky and find ourselves a decent node here. There we go. Is that oil shale? That is. Okay, good. Alright, let's back up over here. Alright, and this land, because I don't want to accidentally dig underneath it. Okay. You are friggin' annoying. Don't know if that was a pigeon because I was hurt or not. Alright, so let's just go ahead and start. How much gas did I bring? Did I bring my shovel? I don't think it matters. I can still... Man, I'm forgetting everything right now. Okay, I want to get down. Nope, we've already hit it. Well, hopefully it goes down pretty deep because I don't want this thing coming down on top of me. Wait, is this nitrate N? It is. Okay, well. Please tell me this nitrate doesn't just dry up and all it leaves is... Or the oil shale, because I need oil shale. Don't like that it just disappeared into all this nitrate, because that means I'm going to have to go find another one. Yep, you're pretty much... all nitrate. I got a little itty bitty pocket of oil shale. Right. And then you disappear. Yep, that's what I was concerned with. Do I need to go this way? Actually, no, you're probably... How far away am I from it? It's that... I haven't even gotten to it yet? Okay. Alright, let's try this. I think this was a really bad node. It happens. It sucks that it became more of something else than it was of its own. Alright. We're out. Except for how far does it go this way? Oh! Okay. Never mind. All that shit talking, I take it back. This is not how I normally mine. This is 100% not how I normally mine. So it looks like the majority of it's going this way. So let's head back over here, keep following it. And the crazy part is like looking at the floor, a lot of this stuff, it doesn't, well, I guess there is a decent amount of it. So that's the easy part. Once you dig out the whole outside edge of it and it's all, you know, and you got your pillars in, and there we went. See, that was what I was kind of worried about. All right, well, and this is the problem with it being this close to the surface. All right, so now it's just going to keep falling, but that's kind of why I didn't park the helicopter very close, so if something like this happened, I wouldn't have the helicopter fall. What have we gotten so far? 27,000 oil shale. We probably have more than we would ever conceivably need in our entire life. But I'm going to get some more. Again, I don't ever want to have to come back to the desert. I should have did this the first time, or the last time, I should say, when I came to the desert for oil shale. I should have just did the same thing. Got more than I needed. Because I technically do need this for some other things. Like, technically, I could make asphalt. Wonder how that would look as, like, the platform around my horde base. I mean, I could do it. Cooks the same way, but I already have so much concrete. I spent all the time making it, and again, there's nothing that comes after this, so there's nothing to save for. I have zero reason to save any of my resources because we are not moving after this. Technically, once the base is done, the only thing I need resources for after this is going to be ammo, I think, pretty much. Man, we really are so close to the end. So you know what? I think I've overdone it. I got way more than I could ever need. 33,000. Oh yeah, there we go. Jump up to here. Ooh. Whoa, we did come close to the helicopter. I'm so glad I put it that far away. Alright, so I am going to head straight home. I have got to put some stuff in the cooker when I get home. I have to basically... Yeah, look how far away these two areas are. So I got to get grinded in the cobblestone. Maybe take all the cobblestone I currently have and convert it to blocks. I think I can make like 300 or something like that. So that'll be easier. It'll help me when it comes time to upgrading. So if I lay down the cobblestone blocks, I think that'll be better. So I'm going to get that cooking. The other thing is I'm going to get a bunch of fuel cooking. So we never, ever, 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 ever have to worry about that. I'm still curious about that. It looks like it's a tunnel going under. It seems like an interesting POI. So, anyways, not the episode I was hoping to make here. Unfortunately, it is what it is. So hopefully the editing and everything, you get enough to where you can actually see what happened. And I understand if it's not everyone's favorite episode, it's not going to be my favorite episode either. A lot of talking, a lot of bass stuff, a lot of muted video. But anyways, I hope you, regardless of all that, enjoyed it. If you did, would tremendously appreciate it if you leave me a like or subscribe if you have not already. But with that being said, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.